All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome. I am back, at least for now, waiting here to play some games and cast some games. This is going to be a human versus human mirror match, game 1 taking place here on Twisted Meadows. This is still patch 1.29. And for everyone who is wondering why I'm still casting 129 even though 130 is readily available, I know a lot of my viewers out there don't actually have the NetEase client installed on their machines. And because of that, they can watch the normal, the Battle.net client games, which are all in 130. But right now, 129 is all that you currently have for, well, NetEase. So even though it is currently released, I guess the NetEase client are making some changes and they will get up and running in a little bit. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. It is good to be back. A couple of housekeeping notes. I do have a hoodie on for sale, but I feel kind of weird if I'm the first person to buy my hoodie. If anyone out there does buy a hoodie, I will definitely demo it on the stream, so you guys can see whether or not it looks good, because, you know what, to be honest, I don't have any idea either. Anyways, if for anyone who wonders what it looks like, go ahead and check out the description. I will hopefully remember to put a link in the video, and you guys can take it out right when the international finishes. That can't be a coincidence. No, in fact, it actually is a coincidence. I was not planning on casting today, had a little bit of time and said, you know what, let's go ahead and do it. Why the heck not? All right, are we already looking at Blade opening up here with the 6 militia creep with water elementals? Pretty much Sock doing the same exact thing. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's 7. Is it 7 militia now? Hi, Krydo finally says, oh, yep, good to see you on Twitch. Serbia being a different time zone, well, I thank you for tuning in to me on Twitch, and thank you for watching on YouTube as well. Definitely helpful. And more views I get, obviously, the better I do, in fact, as the majority of my revenue is still through YouTube, even though Twitch and/or actually Patreon's pretty consistent now. So thank you to all of my patron people out there who have volunteered and have been supporting me through Patreon. That definitely helps some of the cost, and it really adds up through. So all of the channels of revenue, I am finally making about $10 a day, which maybe means I'm a little bit less than or a little bit above minimum wage, somewhere in there. So yes, I'm making better than minimum wage as a college graduate. This is not my day job, but I am having fun with it. Anyways, let's gonna go ahead and take a look. Let's see what the item Rune Bracers versus Vampiric Aura. Obviously, Rune Bracer is not going to be very helpful until we actually see some magic damage on the board. Meanwhile, Vampiric Aura, although it might look good and pretty, it doesn't really help in this matchup, because a lot of the times human versus human matchups go towards Spellbreakers. Spellbreakers, even though they do they are considered, or they have the sword upgrades, they in fact are range units, so they do not benefit from that melee. All right, let's go ahead and head back over here. Archmage still dancing around. He sells the Rune Bracers. Interesting choice, specifically as the Mountain King could get involved later. We'll see if Sock comes to regret that later, as we are now looking at the Archmage, looking to figure out and take down some of these units here. All right, Footmen are going to go ahead and engage. Let's take a look back across here. A new Water Elemental has been dropped down. Low hit point Water Elemental could get taken down. And we're taking a look. Oh, did we get the denial down? That is the key. Yes, I do believe we did, as we now see a purge onto some poor unsuspecting Footman. All right, that Footman down to 88 hit points and is able to get away. Meanwhile, 3 Footmen and an Archmage and Water Elemental now. Another Water Elemental now being dropped back down, as this is a constant game of push and tug. All right, let's push and pull? Push and tug? Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and take a look back across here. Footman going to go in and try and engage here. Vampiric Aura does help ever so slightly, only getting, I believe, 15% regeneration right now. Yeah, so maybe 1 to 2 hit points per swipe. Even though it is not that much, it does add up over time. Archmage now chasing after those units as those footmen are trying to run back again. Militia tried to make their way back down, tried to get another quick kill. Did it get a little bit more experience? Yes, it did. As the Archmage now chasing after this footman here. Footman down to 6 hit points. Is it going to get missed? No, it is not. Level 3 now on the blue Archmage. As the Archmage, well, doing a bit better himself. Let's take a look. I believe there was some militia clearing as well. Yeah, some militia clearing out over here. Hence the reason why that Archmage is currently sitting at level 3 by Sock. Sock doing a great job there. You can take a look. Nope, no item. Was it backpacked over? I'm not quite sure how he got it. Perhaps he ran back when I was not looking. That seems to be the case. There is a circlet of nobility there, or perhaps he cleared it out earlier and I just wasn't paying attention. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is just Footman Water Elemental Wars 2.0. Double Water Elementals getting in some big damage on some poor Archmage. Archmage now surrounded here. Big deal. Blue completely surrounded. Now Footman are trying to fight back the other way. One Elemental will get taken down. So a big loss right there as the Null Overseer will get taken out as well. Sock with first blood, first damage, pretty much the first major source of damage being dealt, forcing a Scroll of Town portal. Getting up to level 3 was absolutely huge as we're going to see another Circlet of Nobility picked up. Meanwhile, back on the other side, Archmage is sitting at level 2. Vampiric Aura Militia now being called over. And is Sock going to take this opportunity to keep the pressure on? It does not look like it. Water Elemental now, well, attempting to stop an Arcane Vault. We are already at Keep. Mountain King is being trained up as we are now looking at an Alchemist from Sock. If you remember, Alchemist has been, well, rather potent. As you take a look, a quick healing spray right there, healing up all of these units as they are absorbing a fair amount of damage. Meanwhile, back off to the north, Vampiric Aura actually helping out quite a bit. You can take a look at so many low hit point units. They are significantly, well, better just because they have been able to heal just a little bit. A couple of ensnares as well. Is the Alchemist going to be able to pick up any useful items as we are looking at the Archmage with level 1 Brilliance Aura? Alchemist sitting at level 1. That Belt of Giant Strength does benefit him since he does get +6 attack, but with such low agility, he really wants a bit of armor as well. Alchemist is one of those heroes where, well, the effective hit points is pretty much what you would expect, but he is extremely heavy on hit points and rather low on armor. Once you get armor onto that Alchemist, all of a sudden that Alchemist becomes an absolute beast, very difficult to kill. Ring of Protection of +2 gives him, what, 1,200 or 120 extra hit points at this point in the game, as we see a Robe of Magi as well, which may be given to the Archmage in order to, well, deal more damage as well. Expansion already in play by Blade. How's that nose feeling? Oh, well, nose feeling pretty good. For everyone wondering, I was fighting off a bit of a summer cold, so thank you 4242 for, well, for your consideration and your thoughts. Anyways, back down to the south here. Archmage. Well, no Archmage. Water Elemental is here. Alchemist is here. Alchemist will get to level 3. We do have a single or double priest down onto the bottom. And Sock gonna end up losing a footman. Yes, a little bit of a mistimed there. Boots of Speed will get picked up as well. And is it going to be Acid Bomb in addition to that healing spray? Very powerful 1-2 combination as the Archmage drops a Water Elemental, but, well, that Water Elemental will just get essentially cleaned up. All right, Priest trying to get away. That Priest already down to 163 hit points. Archmage with Boots of Speed should be able to close in on that ground very quickly. Fireball after Fireball. Archmage, well, not going to even bother as the Priest decides, well, I'm not going to throw myself onto the sword of other units. I am going to now be rushing back. Both sides doing a lot of creeping at this point. Mountain King sitting at level 2, very close to level 3 as well. And we may be looking perhaps at a Thunderclap. No, Bash. All right, Bash coming across here. This low hit point footman will get taken down. Oh, wow. 6 hit point footman still gets turned around. He's like, you know what? I'm almost dead. I should really back off. He backs off for a second and says, oh, good. The Ogre Magi is not attacking me anymore. And then, well, gets bonked on the head or sneezed on or whatever it takes to lose 6 hit points. I guess if your opponent has a cold and he sneezes on you, 6 hit points is enough to take you out. Meanwhile, back down to the south here, we are looking at an expansion attempt coming in from Sock. This is going to be turning into an economic game as, well, 3 priests and a Forest Troll Berserker. Well, finishing off the units there as the Mountain King sits at level 3, perhaps with level 2 Stormbolt. Now, you got to remember, earlier on, Sock did sell that Rune Bracers in order to, I'm not quite sure what. Did you ever talk to WarCraft 2 guys about casting with them sometimes? From what I know, they cast solo from time to time due to being busy. Yeah, I have talked to them. I am friends with them on Skype. If they ever want, they can reach out to me. But then again, I'm also fairly busy as well. All right, let's take a look. Wait, Archmage. Archmage at level 4 was taken out. Stormbolt stopped the Staff of Teleportation and then got finished off right there. Sock losing that Archmage. Wow. Back down to the south here, Alchemist is back down to the... Alchemist is by himself trying to generate all of that experience. He has Rune Bracers now. Very powerful item, but that Archmage Resurrection, is it going to happen at the tavern? It could be a double death. That is going to be absolutely horrible. The games are excellent, and I've seen worse casters. Well... we've all seen better and worse casters. Oh, this could be a problem. Sock not realizing that his opponent is just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Archmage could be in a lot of trouble right here as the Archmage is what needs to heal up. Let's take a look. A little bit of damage. Mountain King could try to land a Stormbolt off. There's an Acid Bomb. Mountain King could try to go across here. No, slips through. Going after the Archmage. Archmage, oh, gets bashed. Could have a Stormbolt follow-up. There it is. Archmage now is in serious trouble. There's a little bit of invisibility. Healing Spray. And a Healing Spray is enough to keep the Archmage alive at least a little while longer. All right, let's go ahead and head back off to the north. There goes some priests. Mountain King is in trouble. Uses a potion of healing as well as the Mountain King. Going to go ahead and engage back here. All right, Stormbolt onto the Archmage. Archmage down to 110, 98. Healing Spray. Is it going to be enough? He's off to the races, down to 57 hit points. Mountain King unable to catch up here. As you see, Priest, an army of Priest along the backside. This is absolutely horrible as we're looking at the Alchemist, who is in serious trouble. Scroll of Town Portal. Are we going to see the Water Elemental getting taken down? Yes, you are, as all the units are backing off. Sock somehow, yeah, Alchemist somehow staying alive here. Archmage now back as well. Gonna get healed up. Community can be cruel. Yeah. The StarCraft 2 community, there was just so many casters out there. Even though I occasionally get the question, how come I stopped casting StarCraft 2? I watched a lot of your stuff early on. Well, I couldn't devote as much time, energy, effort, and talent to it since I did in fact have a full-time job. Archmage does pick up a potion of lesser invulnerability. Spellbreakers are already out on the field. Let's go ahead and see what's going to happen here. Let's see if we can perhaps lose a Spellbreaker or two, at least get some damage across as the units are now trying to run away. Meanwhile, back off to the north. Oh, no Creepjack at all. Acid Bomb going on to the Mountain King. Mountain King losing a bit of mana as the priests are now trying to run back as well. All right, Alchemist needs to pull back here. Let's take a look at this. Acid Bomb dealing so much damage, especially with that negative armor, and that negative armor really does add up. Yeah, no reason for them whatsoever. Well, everyone is entitled to their opinion. Everyone is allowed to share their opinion. But at the same time, sometimes your opinion also reveals a lot about you. When and what you choose to share does in fact reveal a lot about you as well. All right, Spellbreakers, Footmen now coming back in from the north. Let's take a look where the Mountain King and Archmage are going to go. You can see double claws of attack on that Archmage. And I can already feel my voice starting to go. A double claws of attack on that Archmage for that plus 15 damage. Let's see. Let's take a look. Rune Bracers finally given back to Sock's Archmage, knowing that that Archmage has been, well, at the wrong end of many Stormbolts. Spellbreakers now trying to chase after those priests. The priests generally do pull back a little bit more. Watching the Dota champion. Yeah. Spellbreaker is now going to come back across here. Let's take a look. Mountain King sitting at level 4. Lesser invulnerability. Low hit point units are trying to run to the back, and they are getting focused down. There is a Storm Bolt again. Mountain King sitting at level 4 can really start picking up those Storm Bolts extremely fast, as we are looking at a Spellbreaker now trying to head back here as well. Alchemist, for some reason, not getting bolted down, and he was able to get off a lot of healing sprays here, as the Mountain King also has a good number of claps. Those claps are, well, stunning down many units, and you can also see the army of Sock actually walking through Blade, well, and getting caught in transit. I don't think StarCraft falls off. I don't know what you quite mean by that. Anyways, Archmage gonna go ahead and battle it out here. Alchemist still in the front. Stormbolt could go onto the Alchemist. Alchemist trying to pull back. No. Mountain King purposely trying to stay in the back, waiting for all of that acid bomb to wear off. Healing spray coming across, healing many of that front line again, as the Spellbreaker wars 1-1 compared to 1-0, and 70 supply compared to 62. Sock is just in a horrible spot during this stage. Alchemist, meanwhile, can try to go ahead and engage here, pushing back across Archmage, still in that front position, as the Spellbreakers are trying to run back, and that's not a good point either. And it just looks like Sock is losing units much more quickly than he should. Archmage isn't going to be able to teleport out. Going to take a lot of damage right there. Teleports back off to the north. Archmage down to 136 hit points. Not quite sure why we didn't actually see... well, yeah, the Scroll of Town Portal earlier, taking a lot more damage. Perhaps he thought he could take down a number of units as well, as a priest didn't get the memo to get away. Alright. Mountain King should be using that Clarity Potion. There it goes. Archmage with plus 15 attack. Meanwhile, both sides are running on 2 bases right now. Sock, we'll see where he's going to be going. 66 supply over 72. I believe the upgrades, who do they in fact favor? 2-1 upgrades for Sock. Meanwhile, 1-1 upgrades for Blade. So Blade actually looks like he fell behind on the upgrades, but will be getting the 2-1 upgrades as well. Let's see where all of the units are going to be going next. Alchemist sitting at level 5. Archmage sitting at level 5. And I'm not sure which hero I am actually more excited to see perhaps get an ultimate ability. Alchemist at level 5 almost gets level 6. That transmute does turn into a very drastic hit and run style. What you can end up doing is you can have the Archmage trail behind that Alchemist a little bit. The Alchemist just runs on in and transmutes something and instantaneously gets Staff of Sanctuary back. That is a quick kill, keeping your Alchemist alive. You get the gold, and, well, not much can really be done to stop it if it is executed well. However, a Mountain King with a Pendant of Mana, nothing to sneeze at either, as we see a Scroll of Town Portal. All the units now trying to head back. Sock also having, well, a Paladin. That's not a good spot to be as a Paladin. Going to take a Stormbolt, and he's going to get dead very fast. Wow, beautiful timing on that Staff of Sanctuary, saving that unit there. Meanwhile, unit's going to try to continue to pull back here. Archmage needs to run back. Alchemist is wondering what happened there. Very bad timing, and a very well-positioned Scroll of Town Portal could have turned, well, deadly, as that Paladin currently healing back up and will be back and ready to go here in just a second. Alright, a single Knight joining in on the fight as well. Going to be getting in some big damage across multiple units. That Knight does deal a lot of damage. 7 armor right there. The attack is normal damage. Meanwhile, back across over here, well, the priest do need to head back. There is a couple of dispels, but Alchemist now in trouble and needs to pull back. What is going on? Spellbreakers perhaps looking to join in on the fight as Knights join in. This is a bad spot to be. 2-2 Knight getting, well, Holy Lighted and bashed all of a sudden. Is he going to be able to get out of that bad spot? And there's another Holy Light, saving it for just a second. All right, Knight able to chase down those Spellbreakers with their faster movement speed. Paladin is in trouble, does get another Staff of Sanctuary, but this means that this Knight will have to just simply run away. All right, one of the benefits of Knight is that faster movement speed, allowing him to run away. But generally, if your front line has to run away, well, you are already losing that battle. All right, Knight trying to get away. Is he going to get? Nope. Completely surrounded and in trouble. Water Elementals getting in some more damage. Another Stormbolt onto, well, poor units by Sock. Sock has been consistently in the wrong position throughout much of these games, losing units in transit, giving Blade, well, just much more experience and a lot of an advantage that, well, shouldn't be happening right now. Alchemist needs to head back. Let's take a look. Priest now joining back in on the fight. Paladin will be able to get in a Holy Light as well, heal some units. Perhaps he should also have a Staff of Sanctuary, as we're looking at healing spray, healing that front line. Pretty much all that damage before it even, even amounts to very much. All right, let's take a look at this. Water Elemental already down to 273 hit points. Acid Bomb going on to some of those priests in the back. Holy Light onto the Alchemist again. Paladin has Inner Fire, and where I'm not sure who is casting the Inner Fire. Well, it looks like it is Blue's Inner Fire, even though Blade could actually steal it very quickly. All right, let's take a look at this. Alchemist needs to back up again. Stormbolt onto the Paladin. Paladin isn't going to be Holy Lighted. No, the Paladin just going to be able to run all the way back. Inner Fire making a big difference there. All the units trying to run back again, but Blade is once again losing units, just being out of position once more. What's that Paladin doing? Paladin is, well, throwing himself, saying, you know what? I can run in and out without, and then he died mid-sentence. Archmage does get to level 6. Mass Teleport is on the table. Alchemist needs to get back as well. Sock sitting at level 6. What is going on here? Knights trying to focus down some of these units. Alchemist is going to be able to get some easy quills. Staff of Sanctuary saves the Alchemist there as the Mountain King gets the 6. All right, Avatar now going to be in play. Definite big problems as the Paladin is out on the field. Priest, is it going to be able to get finished off? Yes, it will, as there goes another Spellbreaker. 64 supply compared to 59. Mountain King does have enough for a Stormbolt, does in fact use it, and we're going to see a Staff of Teleportation. Oh, Potion of Invulnerability, and then tried to teleport out, ended up losing it, and wow, Archmage gets taken down. All right. Blade is seriously dominating this game right now. Archmage needs to get resurrected. We are looking at 63 supply compared to 54. Main gold mines have been mined out. This Paladin also low on, low on everything. Archmage finally getting the start resurrected. And, yeah, had invulnerability, tried to use a Staff of Teleportation, and I guess it lost invulnerability as... Wait a second, did that get to level 2? How did it get to level 2? What happened? Oh, wait, was there a knight over here? Okay, a lone knight got that Paladin to level 2. Stormbolt, however, finishes it off. Level 6 on the Mountain King. Mountain King should also be using a Clarity Potion as well. Also dropping the Pendant of Mana, so the better regeneration with the Clarity Potion and the Archmage's Brilliance Aura will really start topping off this Mountain King. Blade is in the driver's seat of this game. However, he is behind economically speaking, as Blade does have the superior economy. Well, how is that? What is that going to translate to, as the Archmage is about 60% done? Staff of Sanctuary now also on the Alchemist. Paladin does not have one, and at this point, I would just Staff of Sanctuary this Knight as well, and I would back off with the Alchemist. At least give that Paladin more experience, every bit of experience that he can get. All right, Archmage gonna battle it off over here. Mountain King and Archmage backs off since they are already at level 6. Paladin will get to level 3 by Blade, and Blade with level 2 Holy Light means, well, 400 hit point burst heal. This expansion still well underway. Who is rebuilding their army faster? Well, the one that is mining 14 gold a second as opposed to 7, obviously. 2-1 upgrades. Inner Fire being a big deal right now compared to 2-2. Got to go to past midnight. Thank you for tuning in anyways. I'm sure all of you guys out there have already liked and subscribed and followed. If not, please consider doing so, as we're looking at, well, Mountain King's gonna go ahead and join in. There's a Stormbolt onto the Paladin. Paladin is in trouble. Potion of Invulnerability used in time. Is he going to be able to heal at all? That is the big question, as Knights are still joining in on the battle. There's a bash onto that Alchemist. A healing spray trying to save the Paladin. Paladin gets a little bit of heal going again, as the Alchemist now trying to back up. All right, Alchemist in a serious bout of trouble. Paladin is in that front line. Stormbolt. However, the unit was in fact saved. Acid Bomb going after the units here as the Paladin very low on hit points, now pulling back. Archmage does have mass teleport. Is it going to be enough, as we may be looking at a death of a Knight? Yes, Knight does get taken down. Stormbolt onto the Archmage though, as the mass teleport end. All right, who is going to be able to mass teleport first? What is happening? There's the teleport out as the Alchemist actually gets saved. Double water elementals down to the south. However, well, they are going to give a little bit of experience. Hi, Johnny. Thank you for tuning in. That water elemental trying to head back. Is it going to actually be able to deal or, well, disappear in time? No, and it gives level 6 to the Alchemist. Level 6 on the Alchemist. Transmute is now a possibility, and if there was not economic advantage before, that is going to turn into an economic advantage now. Well, once it actually gets some mana, healing, getting back into play, that transmute, the only downside is the cooldown, and other than that, well, transmuting Knights all game long is going to be a very, very big possibility. All right, let's see what's going to be happening next. If at first, yeah, just walk down here, transmute that Knight, and then go somewhere else. That would absolutely be hysterical. Saying thank you for the gold. Alchemist now just wandering around, having close to 400 mana, and that's just going to get higher and higher. Okay, a lone Knight back down across here. Knight now chasing back off to the north. They are going to engage mid-battle. The 2/2 upgrade with higher hit points should statistically 99.9% of the time win out in that fight. I would be surprised if it didn't. Oh, mass teleport on down to that unit, and well, that's how you can quickly have things turn around. All right, meanwhile, back down to the south. All right, there's the transmute. Thank you very much for your gold, as the Alchemist is here onto the field. Let's see what's going to be happening next. Battling it out, Mountain King is right there. There's some Dispel Magic. Water Elementals are getting destroyed in the back. Healing Spray. Alchemist still had that Clarity Potion going on, so it had still quite a bit of mana going on for him. Archmage may be forced to try and retreat. There is a Holy Light right there. Knight. Paladin, what is going on? Our Paladin also has a Staff of Sanctuary. I don't know if that's from the, from anything else, as we were taking a look at another Holy Light right there. All right, let's take a look. Both units are going to try to run back. Alchemist, all three of them have Staff of Sanctuaries. Another Holy Light coming across is going to be able to get away. There's another Stormbolt. Are we going to see a Staff of Sanctuary? Yes, we are. Paladin says, well, at least I did my job saving my, well, the leader of the army. Meanwhile, Divine Shield finally being used, as the Paladin needs to head back here. All right, Alchemist could perhaps try and save this unit there. Are we going to see another transmute? Would love to see the cooldown on that ability. There it goes again, dealing so much damage, followed by Acid Bomb, but Divine Shield is in time. Holy Light onto the Archmage. Archmage now trying to pull back. This battle is absolutely crazy, and so far the Alchemist is probably the MVP, dealing so much damage. Paladin is nearby, does not have enough mana though, as we're going to see more acid. Is that an Acid Bomb? Yes, Acid Bomb onto the Archmage. Archmage now seriously in trouble trying to get back. Alchemist is in trouble as he is completely surrounded. What is going on here? Mountain King Avatar. Paladin could try and Divine Shield, or sorry, yes, Staff of Sanctuary. The Paladin now tries to get away, currently sitting low on hit points, as the Paladin now needs to get away. What is going on here? Sock is at 60 compared to Blade's 53. Archmage gets up to level 7. And where's the Mountain King? Too far in the back to make a Stormbolt stick, as all the units are going to retreat again. If Blade was able to continue that entire fight, he perhaps would have been able to come out ahead. However, things are not looking that great for him right now. However, Alchemist is still trying to get all of those hit points back, and I guess that's the downside of having 1,400 hit points. Well, Staff of Sanctuary means that you are out of the game for quite some time. Avatar is going to be coming to an end a little bit here. Right, Spellbreaker, is it going to get taken down? Paladin is at level 5, level 3. Oh, beautiful Divine Shield to shake off a Stormbolt, as you're taking a look at another Holy Light right there. A 600 hit point burst heal. All right, in comes the Alchemist. Where is that Alchemist? I'm not quite sure. Mountain King no longer in avatar mode. Paladin now perhaps needs to try and get away. Archmage should be able to save that right there, as the Alchemist is still finally back out onto the field, ready to do a bit of chasing. All right, are we gonna, Stormbolt finishes off one Knight. Is that going to get healed enough? Mountain King up to level 7. Level 3 Bash, perhaps, as the damage is adding back up. Here comes the Alchemist. Thank you very much. Gets all of the gold. Alchemist has transmuted 3 units, and that is just adding so much. But is it going to be enough? Alchemist healing spraying himself. He is very, very deep inside enemy territory. This is not going well. Sock, however, down to 38 supply. It may not be enough, as Blade... Well, Blade has just been able to win these War of Attritions. Another Holy Light, 500, level 5 Paladin with those burst heals. Just far too much here, as the Archmage needs to try and get away. Is going to be able to get away. Archmage, what is it doing? Staff of Sanctuary gets saved. Paladin now needs to run the other way, gets Storm Bolted. And this may be the end for, well, Nicholas Mel as he tries to run back. Archimate, there's the Storm Bolt. And Alchemist, no Philosopher's Stone, gets taken out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.